Hey there, all you cool, epic, and awesome fans, followers, and listeners. Welcome to episode 88 of the Cool, Epic, Awesome podcast. My name is Matt, and I'll be your co host today.
And I'm your other co-host, Joe.
And for episode 88, we got a decent episode. We're starting to get a little bit further into the year. It's February now, so we're slowly creeping into some nice releases. We're getting out of January, so we got Send Help, which released at the end of January. We're going to be talking about that first. Then we have Markiplier's Iron Lung, which we'll also discuss. And Joe, you recommended Ip Man, which I love Ip Man, so I was excited to watch that again, which we'll talk about that at the end.
Yeah.
And then besides that, some Super Bowl trailers, a couple casting announcements, things like that we'll go over. And we watched Wonder Man as well. Wonder Man dropped, so we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about our top 5 favorite MCU shows later on in the episode, so that should be fun. I do have a hot take there, so stick around for that. And then, yeah, that's really it. Also, we should talk about the Muppet special, too. If you want to do that.
I mean, I've seen clips. I still haven't seen it
Oh,
yet.
you didn't watch it yet?
I'm waiting. I'm supposed to watch it with my girlfriend. I was waiting.
Oh, bro. How are you holding out? I know you're excited.
I've seen like clips online. It looks really good.
Yeah, I know you were so excited for that. Damn. When are you going to see her?
Tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. So I won't say much about it then.
I mean, it's a Muppet. Well, it's like, you don't really,
Yeah.
It's not
I mean,
like reveal a new Muppet or something like that.
I won't. I guess you've probably seen like some of what the sketches
The
were,
performances and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun, but anyways,
is it doing well?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like #1 on Disney Plus or something like that.
So hopefully it'll lead to a renewal.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess I don't know if there's any personal life things you want to talk about.
Nah.
Well, you got a job. That's a good one.
I've been looking for a job since I got back from my trip, so I finally found a job now. But
Congrats.
Thank you. I don't start till March, so I still have like another month of rotting away.
Getting those letterbox stats up.
Okay, yeah. Now I don't have an excuse actually.
It's also been like insanely cold here. We're in New York. We had a huge snowstorm, and it's been like 3 weeks since, and still outside is like covered in piles of snow.
I just feel like this is when we were younger, the winters were like this a lot. It just hasn't been like this in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, this cold front is crazy though. They're saying it's. I mean, I had to be on the job site a couple days where it was like real feel -10, -8, whatever.
Yeah,
like
insane.
Just crazy, and that's why the snow is just staying there. It's frozen solid.
Yeah,
but
I don't think it's been above. It hasn't been above freezing like for like 2 weeks or something like that.
Tomorrow, I think it's gonna be like 40. Apparently.
Oh, word.
Yes, that should be nice.
Get trunks out.
Yeah, I always say though, this is like the worst stretch of the year. January, besides my birthday in January, like January through March, it's just like because it's freezing, but there's also there's horrible movies. It's freezing, and there's no like festiveness. At least in November, December, it's cold, but it's like it's the holiday season. You have
the holidays to look forward to.
Yeah, now it's just you just got to take one day at a time and power through.
Yeah,
but it's helping that we're getting things like Send Help though.
Yeah, this is a nice surprise. I have the thing up if you want me to read it.
Yeah, we could get into Send Help if you want to read the synopsis.
So, meet Linda Lytle. She's from Little. She's from strategy and planning. She's the boss now. 2 colleagues become stranded on a deserted island, the only survivors of a plane crash. On the island, they must overcome past grievances and work together to survive, but ultimately it's a battle of wills and wits to make it out alive. I was actually lucky and I got to see this a week earlier. For some reason, they had a bunch of like early screenings, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's a lot of fun. I think if you enjoy Sam Raimi and his directing style, you'll really like this. Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien are both really good in their role. McAdams, so I mean, I've never really seen her in any kind of, not to like put her into a corner, but I've only really seen her as kind of like love interest roles. I've never really seen her, kind of break out of that shell. And this was like a really, I don't know. I wasn't aware that she was like capable of doing stuff like this.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because I saw recently Sam Raimi was talking about casting her. And he said one of the big reasons why he chose her as the lead is because he worked with her in Doctor Strange too. I don't know
Yeah,
if you remember that. And he said he felt like just seeing her on set and how she operated, the caliber of actress that she was, he felt like she was very underutilized in that. So he wanted to give her a shot to do like a lead
yeah,
role. And I think it paid off.
yeah. Oh yeah,
She was
she's great.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think you liked the movie a little bit more than me.
yeah,
You know,
I
I,
do.
I don't want to get into spoilers right away because one of my main issues
Yeah,
is like the reveal at the end or the plot twist.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I guess let's focus on some other stuff first before we get to
Okay.
that. I feel like it starts off a little slow, but once you get to the island, that's when it
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah,
really picks up. There's a bit of the Sam Raimi goofiness in the office, like in the beginning, but it's not really too prevalent. You know,
yeah.
what's his face has a cameo though.
Bruce
As
Campbell. He's
yeah,
like
Bruce.
the
He's Bradley's dad,
dad.
but
Yeah,
he doesn't actually have a role. There's just like a picture of him, which was kind of funny. They still
yeah,
found a way to toss him in there, you know.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, on the island, their dynamic just really it does get a little towards the end. You're kind of like, okay, like let's wrap
what's
this up.
gonna? Yeah,
But just like their back and forth and how the power dynamic shifts. She takes over. He's submissive. That is kind of the whole thing with the movie, you know.
yeah.
But it's very like engaging just seeing Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien just go back and forth with each other. They have great chemistry, you know.
Hmm. No, I agree. Um, I feel like Dylan O'Brien is someone that I've always heard good things about him, but I've never. I don't think I've really even seen him in anything. Maybe was he in the Maze Runners? Or that's not him.
Yeah, that's what he's
Okay.
really known for. I've never watched Maze Runner, and I've seen him in like a couple things. I feel like there was a movie that he
Wasn't there
did
one?
with Zoe Dutch a couple years ago. That was like it's called "I'm Not Okay." I think something like that.
Oh,
That's
I know. That's like the
I don't know.
influencer one or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
yeah. He was
He
good in
was in
that.
some other movie that like came out last year that got like critical buzz.
Twinless, it's called.
Twinless, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen that yet, but heard he's good. He's having like a little bit of a career resurgence past Maze Runner. Kind of like giving me shades. I wouldn't
Yeah,
say he's anywhere near this good, but shades of Robert Pattinson breaking out
fair.
of Twilight a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Oh, he was in Saturday Night too. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, yeah, he is in Saturday Night. I forgot about that.
I'm looking at his filmography now. He's in Bumblebee.
Don't remember. I feel like maybe he voices someone.
Oh. Oh, and he also was in that like Taylor Swift. Um, that like kind of it's not a it's like short film based off that song she
Oh,
wrote.
All Too Well with
Yeah,
Sadie
yeah.
Sink.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, talking about like their dynamic on the beach. I think this is my favorite scene in the movie was the poison octopus
yeah, no,
scene
I agree. Yeah,
because that's just disgusting, bro.
yeah,
Especially as a man, like the idea of you not being able to feel that, but the way he reacts because he
yeah,
can't feel it, so but he thinks it's happening to him, and it's just like it made me, makes you wince, and you're like, holy
yeah,
shit. But I do kind of like the reveal that it wasn't actually her doing that. I fully thought she was doing
yeah.
it.
So did I. I was like, she's gonna pull up a prosthetic right now.
Yeah.
But
That would they should have just done that. Fuck it.
yeah, I
I
know.
mean, especially because I get them not doing it. She's like, oh, I would never do that. But at the end of the movie, she's trying to kill him anyway.
Yeah,
So like, she might as well have tried to do that in that moment, you know?
yeah, I agree. Yeah, because like watching it, and I saw it with my girlfriend too. She was like, couldn't even look at the screen. I was like, oh, that. She's like, do you think they'll actually cut it off? And I was like, yeah. And then I mean they didn't, um, but yeah, I don't know. It's Sam Raimi's first directorial original movie, I think, in since Drag Me to Hell, and the first one in like 25 years, something like that. It's original R-rated movie. I mean, so hopefully sorry, I'm pouring water, but
You're
um,
fine.
hopefully this leads to him getting more projects in the future. I know, like he mentioned, he has an idea for like a Dark Man sequel, but like he has like funding issues, and it's even crazy too. He fought to get this released like on theaters. I know originally I think he pitched it to HBO and they wanted to not HBO to Warner Brothers and they wanted to do direct to streaming.
Well, I actually was looking into this a little bit. So in 20, I want to say 2022, or no, it could have been earlier. Maybe I want to say 2019 ish is when the film was announced.
Mhm.
And originally Sony was producing it, but then because of COVID, they wanted to put it on a streaming service, and he said no. So then he shopped the film around to a couple different studios, and then eventually 20th Century said they would do it and give him a big release, and it paid off for them. It's doing really good in
Yeah.
the box office.
So was he always attached to this, or this was something that he?
As far as I could tell, he was always attached
Yeah.
to it. So
Yeah. He also reunites with Danny Elfman, I think, for the first time since Spider-Man.
I I saw something that it's like his seventh collaboration with him. They might have done something in between. It's possible he did Drag Me to Hell. I don't know.
Let me see, actually. Uh,
I do want to talk about the plot twist a little bit
yeah.
and my problems with it. So spoilers, click off the video or skip ahead. Um, so at the end, it's revealed that this whole time that they've been stranded on this island, there's been a mansion on the opposite side of the island where Linda Little has been going, getting supplies. That's where she found a knife. I guess like eating and drinking there, things like that. My problem with that twist is we've seen that twist done before. And as soon as she said, "Oh, don't go over there, there's thorns on that side of the island," I knew instantly that there was civilization there. Instantly. And the reason why is because I love the movie Triangle of Sadness, which did the exact same twist like 2 or 3 years ago. So maybe that's just a problem with me. I don't know, Joe. What do you think?
So I haven't seen Triangle of Sadness, but when she said that, I kind of had an idea. I was like, oh, there's probably like some type of civilization or a house or like the boat. Honestly, I thought it was that's where the boats were coming from. So she was like, oh, don't go over there. Like I knew it was some type of twist like that, but I guess it wasn't as big of a deal for me because I didn't see it coming. But that's fair. It's a fair criticism of it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just obvious to me. Like, let us know in the comments what you think.
Yeah.
But um, yeah, it's just like if you know that right away, the whole movie felt like me just waiting for that to be
Yeah.
revealed. And then when it is revealed, I'm like, okay, you know, which I don't know. I feel like it is a bit of a fair criticism. I don't know.
I get it. But like, do you think it's more all right, so if you didn't see Triangle of Sadness, would you have thought that there was civilization on the other side of the island? Or you would have just thought it was like some
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. But the reason why my mind just went to that instantly because I just kind of put two and two together because I was like, wait, that's definitely what it is because I've seen this
yeah.
done before. But if I had never seen that done, maybe I would have been like, oh, maybe they're gonna go there in the third act and have to fight through the bushes or something. Like I
Yeah.
didn't really pick up on it. I guess I wouldn't have picked up on it. I mean,
Because I knew it was some like I haven't seen Triangle of Sadness, but I knew it was something related to them getting off the island or like something like that. But I
yeah,
didn't know exactly what
especially
it was.
it's yeah, especially when there's the scene, and I feel like they did this a little bit too early, where she sees a boat the first time she sees the boat, and
Yeah,
then
it's
she
pretty
decides
early
like,
on, yeah.
oh, I'll stay a little longer. I feel like they did that a little bit too early
Yeah.
because then right from that moment you know her motivations and you know she wants to stay here. They could have waited a little bit longer for that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
There's a couple plot twists like you can't really complain about this, but the girl's hand like this with the ring. Why would she bury her with her ring sticking out of the ground like
I
that
don't know.
just for Bradley to find? It's like it 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 felt like a dumb way for him to discover that she had been to the island. I get it. It's the Raimi flair, and I do like it. Just a little bit of it seems
Yeah.
like lazy writing a little bit. But what'd you think of their kind of battle at the end?
It felt very kind of Evil Dead coded in a way with the eye stuff and like didn't he like rip out a chunk of her hair at some point?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
was looking like a deadite.
yeah. So I actually did enjoy it. Like I didn't know they were gonna get there in this movie. And then at the what is it, climax in the house, right?
Yeah, with the shotgun
With the shotgun.
and the golf club.
Yeah. Good transition too at the end.
Yeah,
But
that was a funny transition.
yeah, I enjoyed that stuff. Again, I wasn't really expecting it, but I always loved that kind of flair and whatnot in his movies. I did also really enjoy the boar scene. I feel like we didn't talk about that either. Um, just very, I don't know, like the blood and mucus and all like that kind of Sam Raimi stuff. I thought it was just great. I
Yeah,
wish it was a little more practical though. But
I was gonna say there was a lot of not so great CGI.
you
The
think it's a
boar
budget
didn't.
thing?
I don't know. Like the boar did not look good. I'm not saying get a real boar, but it did not look good.
Yeah,
You know.
I know there's like
Uh,
like some scenes that it's a prosthetic, like towards
Yeah,
the end. But
yeah. I couldn't really tell. I mean, the way that she kills it is really cool. Her jumping on top of it, and then eventually when it rushes her and gets stabbed, the
yeah,
blood just spewing and like the snot and all that was that was disgusting, but in a good way. I like that. I didn't really love the her throwing up on him like 20 times
yeah,
part,
for a little
but
shock value.
I mean it's definitely Raimi. But I
Yeah.
prefer when it's kind of there's a somewhat of a reason for it, you know.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess there is a reason because she just got poisoned, but
This was a kind of
I
like a
also
revenge thing.
like how dumb is Bradley in this? Does he really think he has a better chance like floating out into the middle of the ocean on a raft compared to
I
staying
think it's just
there?
supposed to be that he's like so like sick and tired of her that he's like, oh fuck it, I'll just like, you know, I could do this on my own, kind of like a spite thing.
Yeah. But he already he realized he couldn't when they had separate camps for like a little bit. I just
Yeah, but he thought he
how
could learn.
how could how could someone be that dense like possibly that you think rafting out to the middle of the ocean with no resources and nothing around you gives you a better shot at survival? Like, why would you poison the one person keeping you alive? I get that he's stupid, but that felt a little bit much to me.
Fair.
I do really like the movie though. I'm nitpicking a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoyed it as well. And you want to
Would
get the ratings? Well, actually, no, we have
well
to do favorite character.
what was your favorite scene? I mentioned mine was
Oh no,
the
I said the oh my god, the where they she paralyzed him. I
oh
said,
okay yeah because I
yeah,
said that one.
yeah,
We have the same scene a lot, but
yeah. I mean,
which of
I
the
like the
two was your favorite character? You think?
probably Linda
Yeah,
because
I think
she's more
Linda.
insane. Yeah. And I also think she did a great job in the beginning of like portraying kind of the awkward coworker.
Yeah. And
You know,
I do it is kind of crazy how they made her look so ugly
yeah,
somehow. And then she's like glowing on the island. How Rachel McAdams normally looks.
yeah,
I like that sort of evolution of her character where
yeah. Like there's a scene
she's
of
in
her
her
and the
zone, you know?
like I don't know if she takes a bath or something, but she kind of like looks at her reflection in the water and all her skin's clear and everything.
Yeah. Th- that part at the end where they're both kind of like I love you. Do you think they both were bullshitting? Was there like any truth to that? Or
Nah, I kind of liked it better that there was no um. I mean, there's a little bit of like a romantic thing with them, but for the most part, not really.
yeah. I agree. I think it was the right choice to make
Yeah,
them not fall in love or whatever.
I wouldn't have liked
But
that.
yeah, I guess we could rate it if you want to go first.
Yeah. So I gave it a 4 out of 5, so an 8 out of 10. I feel like if you like Sam Raimi, you're gonna like this. Some great acting, great kind of gore scenes as well. Not like too insane, but overall just a lot of fun. And yeah, it kind of turns into Evil Dead for the last 20 minutes, but still, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm just slightly lower than you. I gave it a 3.5 stars, 7 out of 10. It does have a lot of that classic Raimi stuff, and if you're a fan of him, you're gonna be a fan of this movie. But I just feel like the plot twist to me was a little bit predictable, and figuring it out really early on kind of like hindered my experience because I was just waiting for that reveal to happen. But aside from that, like great performances and the dynamic between Linda and Bradley, just how they interact with each other on the island. It's really fun to watch, as well as, like you mentioned, the blood and the gore and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. The one thing too I forgot to mention I didn't like was some of the transitions were I didn't like a lot of the cut to black stuff.
I feel like Raimi does that though a
I
lot.
know. I don't know. I don't know why I
I
feel
guess
like it was a lot in
that's not an
this.
excuse, but
Yeah.
that's fair. What'd you think of that scene where it was Dylan O'Brien and he was like, "Yeah, I'll just wait here," and it kept like going to the right and then going back.
That I liked. I thought that
I
was
like
fun.
that. I thought that
Yeah.
was funny. Yeah, but a lot of those like weird transition stuff, you know,
Yeah. Not me. Sorry.
is she gonna stop?
I was just sitting by the door. I wish I could show you guys. Not me. Come on. But
It's so funny. Yeah, she's annoying. All right,
yeah. We'll
now
move on to
let's move on.
our other movie. Or you want to do news?
Let's do the other movie. I'll read the synopsis for this one. So, the second movie we're going to be talking about today is Iron Lung, directed by Mark Fishback, aka YouTuber Markiplier. So, I'll read the synopsis. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. The stars are gone. The planets have disappeared. Only individuals aboard space stations or starships were left to give the end a name, the Quiet Rapture. After decades of decay and crumbling infrastructure, the consolidation of iron has made a discovery on a barren moon designated AT5, an ocean of blood. Hoping to discover desperately needed resources, they immediately launch an expedition. A submarine is crafted and a convict is welded inside. Due to the pressure and depth of the ocean, the forward viewpoint has been encased in metal. If successful, they will earn their freedom. If not, another will follow. This will be the 13th expedition. Okay, insanely long synopsis
Yeah.
there. But so yeah, just a little bit of background on the movie. So if you guys don't know, Markiplier is a famous YouTuber. He's known for his video game playthroughs, a lot of times horror video games. And the way that this movie came about is he played the game Iron Lung and was just like, this would make a good movie. So he started looking into it. He went to some studios. They wanted creative control. So he was like, fuck it. I'm just going to make this movie myself. So he fully self-financed it and fully self-distributed it.
Pretty insane, honestly.
Yeah, it's like unheard of.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, YouTubers making movies is not unheard of. We've had a couple. What's his face? There's three that I know of.
The
One
Shelby
is
Oaks
this
one.
Shelby Oaks, and there's also The Backrooms, which is coming out
Isn't that
later
going to
this
be like
year.
the youngest director ever or something like
Yeah,
that?
I think he's like 18 or something.
Yeah.
And the cast is really high profile actors. It's kind of funny to think about. Yeah, it's the guy from that I made the joke that he's like the star of Venom 3, that I can't pronounce his name.
Oh, he's in Doctor Strange too. I mean,
Yeah. He plays
what is it, the
Baron Mordo.
Backrooms?
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna butcher it. Chetwell.
I can't say it. Yeah, but you guys probably know
somebody
who it is.
from Sentimental Values in it.
Renata?
Renata Reviz.
Renata Rensby, whatever.
Rensby, yeah, she's in it.
I'm saying it's a
Damn.
notable. Imagine an 18-year-old directing them, and apparently, I think they interviewed. I forget who it was, but they were talking about the movie, and they're like, "Yeah, he directs in a different way because he doesn't really watch movies. He's never like watched movies
I don't
that
know
much."
if that makes me like more concerned or you know. Yeah,
Well,
that's
now
crazy.
he's trying to.
I know
He's trying to get in frame.
She's hungry. It says he's born in 2005. That's crazy.
I know. It's nuts. For context, Joe's born in 99.
Yeah.
I'm born in 2001, so younger than us. But yeah, I think it's an okay movie. I think I respect a lot more about how it was made compared to the movie itself.
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of great moments in it, and just like that feeling of claustrophobia is done very well. There's a ton of blood in the movie. It actually broke the record the most fake blood used in a movie, 80,000 gallons, which
Really?
previously, yep, it was previously held by Evil Dead Remake 2013, which was 70,000 gallons. So a ton of blood.
Yeah.
Um, but my main issue with it is it's hard to justify a movie about a game that takes less than an hour from start to finish to be 2 hours long.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the time was mostly, I guess, because there's a lot of lore with this movie that we didn't know going into it. Like, I literally knew nothing about it. So I understand them taking time to kind of explain everything because a lot of the movie is just people talking to each other. And that's not like a harp on it. It's just like there's a lot of plot that has to move forward in it and like explaining the world. Like there's also an incident that Markowitz character triggers or causes or something that's like a big deal that they don't really explain fully. Um, but even like I didn't even know the quiet rapture, like what that was actually referring to until after we watched the movie and I like looked up everything that has to do with,
I think they like announce it or they say it in the beginning briefly. It's either like a text scroll or someone narrates it. I forget exactly
but it doesn't tell.
what.
I feel like it didn't tell me what it was.
It said like one day every planet vanished. It's not like fully clear, but I think there's supposed to be I found the lore very interesting enough where I like watched some videos after
Yeah,
about it. Apparently it's there's a lot of allegories to like Catholicism, things like that. Like the rapture is something that's described in the Bible, which is
yeah,
at one point, like at the end of time, God is just going to take everyone from earth and just bring him to like heaven or something like that. Then it was like, what would happen to the people that aren't on earth, that are in space when it happens? So when that event happens, earth is gone, everything's gone, everyone there is gone. But then these people that weren't physically on earth are just left floating out in space. So the concept of that is very interesting
yeah,
to me. And I think the moon with the sea of blood, it's supposed to represent hell possibly, and apparently the devil is actually living in the sea of blood, and that's what's fucking with them. None of this is really explained in the movie,
yeah.
but I feel like the fact that I found it interesting enough to look into that kind of says something, you know.
Yeah, like when I was watching the movie, I thought that the sea of blood was on like they were on Earth, and that was just like something that happened because of the apocalypse. But I mean, I didn't know that the game was that short though.
Yeah, I didn't know either because I never played the game, but I was
Yeah,
just doing some research after, and I saw it's like a very quick playthrough the entire game. It could be finished in under an hour. So
that is yeah. That is crazy, honestly. I wonder, do you think the game's getting into like a lot of the character stuff, or that's more just what they added to the movie?
I think the only context in the game is like what you find, like notes written in the
Okay.
submarine and logs from previous people who were in it, things like that. That's kind of the only context that you get. So I get them expanding it a little bit, but over 2 hours, like
Yeah.
it doesn't really seem necessary.
Yeah. That's
You know.
fair. It
Another
did.
thing I wanted to mention, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, talking about how like the film just the backstory of how the film got made and everything. So it was originally only supposed to play in 60 theaters, but due to
Really?
demand from fans and people literally calling their local theaters saying we want to see Iron Lung, it ended up playing in 1,500 theaters across the U.S. and it's
That's
made like
crazy.
over $30 million already, just insane,
10 times the budget.
with no studio backing.
Yeah.
It's gonna potentially change, like something is probably gonna change within the way that theaters are ran. If someone with no studio backing could just go to a theater and say, I want to play my movie. I want 50%. You take 50%. That's it. They're probably
Yeah.
going to be more willing to listen to creatives who,
Yeah. I
don't
mean,
have
this
the
also
backing
had
of a studio.
his name behind it, which is a big,
Yeah. What do you think of his acting, by the way?
I thought he was fine. I mean, I think he
Yeah.
definitely overacts a bit in some scenes, but for like a YouTuber, I thought he did a great job.
Yeah, I agree. And he's pretty much the only actor in the whole movie. There's like maybe
Yeah.
two others, but there's not like too much to talk about, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty cut and dry, the movie. There's some, like, cool honestly, at the end, there's some, like, really good body horror stuff, which I kinda didn't expect the movie to go that way.
Yeah. What did
Um,
you have a favorite scene?
I mean, I like the scene at the end when he, like then his arm gets stuck and he, like, rips off, but I also like that scene where he hallucinates and he's in, like, the giant blood sea and there's that kinda I don't know, what, like, an entity, I guess, that's, like, staring at him.
It's an eye, I think, isn't it?
Oh, it's an eye. It's just some type of, like, organism not I don't know. But it looked like not like some type of I don't wanna say a god, but some type of powerful type of
Yeah.
you know.
That's supposed to be the devil, apparently.
Okay, that makes sense.
I do kind of like this idea where it's like it's this quote that they say where it's you good?
Yes. Sorry.
It's okay. Um anyways, I do like this idea of, you know, either way we're going to find our freedom because whether we discover what we need to discover and come back up or we die down here. Like,
Yeah.
what are we missing in the real world? It's just a hellscape. This guy's a convict. So I do really like that idea. I don't know the exact quote. I could probably find it, but
Wow.
there's like
In
a
the
quote
movie?
that they say. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find it for you guys. Hold on. It's worth it.
I trust you.
I can't find it. Oh, it's too long for me to read.
Sum it up.
I'll read the bottom half of it.
Alright.
If there's still hope, it lies beyond the veil. Hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. I will choose to breathe my last. I'll choose to breathe my last at the bottom of an ocean, unseen, unheard, and uncontrolled. They will get their execution. I will get my freedom. It's a badass quote,
Yeah.
I gotta say. Yeah. So apparently, also when all the planets disappeared, all the stars also disappeared. And the
Okay.
light that's shining on them, those stars are already gone. It's just because they're so far away. Like it takes a certain amount of light
Yeah.
years to get to them. So those stars are all dead. So it's like that's why in that quote it's like this illusionary starlight.
Yeah.
So
It's actually sick.
I'm really interested in the lore, honestly. I feel like they could expand this if they do something outside of just being in a ship. But I don't know
Yeah.
like what the creator of the game really wants to do.
How old is the game?
I think it came out in like 2022.
Oh, so it's new. It's, like, not even
It's pretty new.
okay. It's interesting.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
favorite scene for me, I think, is probably the one you mentioned where he's actually in the blood sea and then he sees that entity. Just because it's a switch up from what we've been seeing this whole movie.
Yeah.
But also, I do really like the scene where, and I don't know exactly what they were going for, but there's a part where he like looks to the back of the ship and there's like a creature back there. And then he goes with this flashlight and it's not there. And then later on in the movie, he is in the back of the ship and looks to the front and like sees himself there. Do you know what I'm talking about?
But wasn't it not him in the that was supposed to be him. It looked like super I don't even know. Didn't have, like, a
Like
skull on the face?
the guy in the back?
Yeah. Like, he was definitely deformed.
Yeah. But then like it seems like he is that creature at the end when he looks to the front of the ship and sees himself like in the like piloting the submarine. I don't know. I
Even though
just
the
thought
guy was deformed like, I thought that was just supposed to be, like, a I don't even honestly, I don't know what it was supposed to be.
I don't know. I thought that scene was interesting. But favorite character, it's the convict.
Simon, yeah.
So
But yeah, I mean, like you said, it's what did Nami do? Oh, there we go. There isn't, like, too much to say about it, but considering that it's, the first time director and just more I think what is actually behind the movie in terms of, like, It wasn't financed by any studios. Like, it's just a random YouTuber that bought the rights to this thing, wrote it himself. He didn't direct it, I don't think, but he was,
No, he did.
He did?
Yeah, he directed, starred, wrote it, everything.
I didn't know he directed. I know he did like produce, wrote, star. I didn't know he directed though, but yeah, it's kind of insane. I'm trying to,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think has there ever really been, because was it Shelby Oaks or Shady Oaks?
Shelby Oaks.
Shelby Oaks, he wasn't in it, if I'm correct, right?
No, he wasn't. And that I also talked about this a little bit when it came out, was Shelby Oaks like lost its kind of underdog, like its underdog quality, because you go to the theater and then like you see neon flash on the screen. It's like this major studio nowadays.
Yeah,
Like, that's a studio backed movie. And yet, Chris Stuckman is a YouTuber, so he started low, but you still, you're getting millions of dollars
yeah,
from Neon to direct this movie. But
yeah,
this movie, Iron Lung, is completely self-financed and no studio. So I feel like this deserves the praise as a true underdog.
yeah,
And it's crazy. It made $30 million. It's
yeah.
crazy. But
On a $3 million budget.
yeah, he took a risk on himself and it paid off. So
Yeah, but you could tell this wasn't made for money. Like, this wasn't
yeah,
made for, critical acclaim. It was just kind of, he's passionate about this franchise Iron Lung, and he wanted more people to experience it. I mean, look, it got me and you looking up lore videos about the game. So,
yeah,
you know,
yep, exactly. So, all right, I guess I'm ready to read it
yeah,
if you are. So I go first.
yeah,
So Iron Lung, I gave a 2.5 stars, a 5 out of 10. The story of it, like what Markiplier, aka Mark Fishback, was able to do, is amazing. Fully self-financed it, released it with no studio backing, starred in it, directed it, wrote it, everything. Amazing, and I love that. But the movie itself still is a little bit boring. It's a 2 hour plus movie based on a game that takes an hour to beat. And a lot of it, how many shots of condensation on a
yeah,
pipe are we going to show, Oh, look at Nami.
yeah,
It gets a little bit repetitive, and I don't think it was for me as it is.
yeah,
After looking up the lore, I do think the lore is very interesting, but as a movie experience, I was a little bit disappointed.
yeah. I agree with you. I also give it a 2.5 out of 5, so 5 out of 10. Um, like you said, I didn't even know that about the lore, about it being a short game, but it doesn't justify the 2 hour runtime. Like, most of the movie is this one room and like people talking. So it could have been shorter. I agree with that, but I think, like you said, also what's behind the movie and the fact that he's able to do all this without any studio intervention and things like that is really what's interesting about the movie to me. But it obviously has its issues. But for a first time directing a movie, I think it's like pretty good job.
Yep, I agree. So, all right,
Yeah.
nice. Let's do some movie news now. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Or unless you want to, I sent this so we could talk about this first, maybe.
Hold on, let me pull it up. Yeah, I gotta say, for Super Bowl, not a lot of good trailers, honestly. This is one of the
Yeah,
weaker years.
I was a
You
little
know?
bit disappointed.
Um, but the Wonder Man thing, man.
Yeah, or should we save that for after?
I mean, we could
Because I
talk
want
about
to.
it quick.
Well, I want to talk about Wonder Man and then like immediately do our top
All right,
5.
so you want
So
to just
you
do the
want?
top 5 now, then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you want to do that?
Okay, yeah,
All right. Well, let's talk about Wonder Man a little
yeah.
bit. So yeah, Wonder Man came out, I think, January 27th,
27th, I think. Yeah,
something like that. So yeah, it's a Marvel Spotlight series, which the only other series that had that Marvel Spotlight logo in front of it was Echo. And I think the purpose of those Disney Plus shows is to put spotlight on the character that's kind of unknown and it doesn't really connect to the greater MCU that much. There is still some major connections. Like,
yeah,
we have a character who's been in a few MCU movies as a co-lead in this. Um, but yeah, I was very pleasantly surprised. I wasn't really looking forward to this show at all.
yeah,
And it kind of just solidifies the fact that Destin Daniel Cretton, he's that guy.
Yeah.
He is. Everything he touches within the MCU at least is just gold.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
can't disagree.
it,
Yeah.
it gives me a lot of excitement for his Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I agree with you. I did really enjoy it, and I don't know. It felt like for the first time, it's a superhero movie, but it's more just a sense about. It's really just about an actor trying to get like an acting gig. Like obviously, there's elements of superhero things involved, but I don't know. His performance is really good. I enjoyed it, kind of being set in Hollywood, and they have like a lot of actors like play themselves and things like that, which I thought was cool. Um, yeah, there's honestly very little action or like any type of superhero type of stuff like that, but it's not it works. Like it fits the tone of the,
Yeah,
series in my
it's
opinion.
very character driven.
Yeah.
It's really about Simon and his relationship with Trevor Slattery as well, and them sort of, you know, at first just being, I guess, acquaintances, not enemies, because Simon doesn't really even know his plan,
Yeah.
but they become like true friends by the end. And yeah, it's not really a superhero show, even though it is a superhero show. It's not really a superhero show, you know.
Yeah.
So, and I
I'm
think,
trying to think of there's nothing really in the MCU to compare it to, I feel like.
yeah, I mean, not really. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't have the same structure as a lot of these shows have had,
Yeah.
where it's like this build up. The enemy's introduced, and then they get their suit in the last episode, and there's like a big fight. It's nothing like that.
No. Although look, that does kind of happen in the last. Well, no, there's no big fight, but he gets a suit in the last episode.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just gonna like wear that as his actual suit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope they either do a season 2 or he pops up in like other things.
But the thing is, how would he fit in like an Avengers movie? Let's say he's in Doomsday. What's he gonna do? He's not like a crime fighting superhero, and he also can't show his powers. Otherwise, he'll
Well, I
never
mean,
be
I
able
feel
to
like if the
act.
Doomsday stuff, it's gonna be like end of the world shit. So like people aren't really gonna,
Yeah, that's
like
true.
they could just throw him in for 2 seconds, like fighting a Doombot or something. I don't know,
I
but
would like to see him appear again,
yeah, yeah.
but I feel like I don't know.
But I know in the comics, he usually has a romance with Wanda, so I wonder if they'll like explore that. And the main, I mean, there's not really a villain in this, but like the main villain per se is Damage Control, and they're also going to have a big presence in Spider-Man too, the new Spider-Man movie. So we'll see if there's any crossover with that.
That's
You know,
true. He could pop up there, especially Destin Daniel Cretton directing. It's
so
definitely
yeah,
possible he could pop up. Although that movie, every day there's like a new character revealed for that movie.
yeah, we'll
It's
see.
crazy.
I feel like
But
there's going to be a montage of him just fighting Spider-Man villains, and that's why like 5 of the villains that they listed are probably just going to be in the first like 10 minutes of the movie.
yeah, I saw the other day they said like Jackal, that random one. I don't know if
Yeah,
you saw that.
I saw that too. Well, I mean, listen, man, I don't. It's already pretty crowded. It's like Punisher, Hulk, Florence Pugh. Um, apparently Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey. Like,
Yeah,
but
but
anyway,
all right.
yeah,
Yeah. So
Wonder Man was good.
With Wonder Man releasing, I think it would be kind of a nice time to talk about some other MCU shows. I wanted to talk about our top 5 favorite MCU shows so
Yeah,
far. So, and see where Wonder Man fits into all that. So I could go first here, and
okay,
then you could go next. Does
yeah,
that
that's fine.
work?
Yeah,
So just 2 honorable mentions that just missed my list. One, She-Hulk. I don't care about the hate. I do really enjoy She-Hulk. It probably feels the most like a TV show out of any of these shows. It's serialized. There's episodes that have nothing to do with each other, and they're just coming out one after the other. It feels like a real TV show. Do I think that they nailed the ending? No, but there's some good things in that finale, I'll say. There are a couple good things in there. I love seeing Daredevil. It's a good show. I don't care what people say. Another honorable mention, Daredevil Born Again. Didn't make my top 5. I do love Charlie Cox's Daredevil. I love the original 3 seasons of Daredevil. But I just think that you could tell that this is a show that was completely butchered in the editing
yeah,
room. They reshot a ton of things. They reshot like entire episodes. They scrapped storylines. It has a lot of potential, and I'm excited for where they go with it, but it has issues. Okay, number 5, I have Hawkeye. I'm not sure how most people feel about this. I know people have issues with Kingpin and Hawkeye, but I really, really love Kate Bishop. I think out of all the characters that have been introduced post Endgame, she might be my favorite new addition to the MCU. I'm really excited to see her pop up in something else, but that show was really good. You had Yelena show up for a little bit,
Yeah, that
you
was
know,
fun.
Kingpin's there at the end, and just her dynamic with Clint is really interesting. Number 4, we just talked about it, but I actually have Wonder Man. I had no interest in this show going in, but just the fact that they were able to do an MCU show that has practically no superpower use throughout. There's like maybe one or two fight
One
scenes
of
in
just
it,
yeah.
and it just kept me engaged the entire time. So we'll see what they do with this character next. And number 3, I have WandaVision. I remember WandaVision when it first came out was like craziness on the internet.
Yeah.
Everyone was watching. There were so many theories, and it was before the real like downfall of the MCU and the downfall of the Disney Plus show.
Yeah. That was like the first Disney Plus too. So people were like, oh my God, the content we're gonna get.
Yeah. The reason why it's not number 1 for me is I think looking back on it, and I did rewatch it, so I've seen the show twice. With watching it without having that sort of mystery of, oh, what's going to happen, is she evil, like what's going on, it does kind of hurt the experience a little bit. And just the Ralph Boner thing, man, it's just
Yeah, it's
so
just a little
stupid.
weird.
It's so weird. It's like you're going to introduce this clearly beloved character, and it's not like, oh, we can't bring him in because we couldn't get the actor. You got the actor,
Yeah.
and it's for a boner joke. Like, really? That still pisses me off to this
Yeah,
day.
it's stupid. Yeah, because I remember a lot,
But
like, he showed up and they played it off as if he was going to be an X-Men character.
I know, yeah. But all right, second place, my runner-up. This is not going to be popular opinion, but I've got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I really, really love that series. It introduced John Walker. I think the dynamic between Bucky and Sam is great. And it feels like MCU. Like it feels like there's stakes. It feels very movie-like. There's, there's a lot of great iconic scenes in that show. The scene where John Walker murders someone, bloody Captain America shield.
Yeah.
I think maybe towards the end, the finale does fall apart a little bit, but I really was a big fan of the show, and it gives us also one of the best live action comic book suits that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I will agree with that.
So
I don't know why they got rid of it.
And then they got rid of it because of toys. And
Fair.
In first place, might be obvious, I have Loki. We got 2 seasons of absolute peak. And a character's good when they kill him off like 3 times and still continually find ways to bring him back.
Yeah.
And the first season and the second season are both so good just in their own separate ways. It does get a little weird with the Kang stuff because none of that's going to matter.
Yeah.
But I like how they wrapped up his storyline. The journey that Loki goes on from season 1, episode 1 to the season 2 finale, and where he ends up being the god of stories, Loki. And he's going to come back in Doomsday. So
yeah,
just really well written, beloved character, and that is like Disney Plus MCU at its peak. So
yeah, I forgot when that was coming out, and they did weekly releases at the time too, right?
Yeah, they did.
That was nice. That was such peak, like especially season 2 and 3 was really, really good.
Well, 3, not 3. There's no season.
Not 3. I'm sorry, season 2. But yeah. So good list. I think mine's honestly pretty similar to yours. Yeah. So honorable mention, I did have She-Hulk as well. I know a lot of people don't like it, but like you said, Matt, it's the most like linear, I'd say, of the Marvel shows, and it actually feels like a TV show. A lot of the CG stuff I think was a little over the top, but that was my other honorable mention. I also couldn't list this show, but sorry, X-Men 97 is like honestly one of the best things that Disney's done with the X-Men characters, and like they have such a high mark to hit on the movies because the show is so good. But sorry, Oh my god. But so for number 5, I had Daredevil. Like the first Daredevil season, like Matt said, there's a lot of potential there. You could tell it was kind of Frankenstein together with a lot of the editing. They like reshot the whole most of season 1 was reshot, I believe, right?
Yeah,
But
they like completely changed creatives or something. Or didn't they
yeah.
like shoot a bunch of it and then they were like, or they shot a bunch of it without Karen and Foggy,
Yeah, like, they
and
didn't bring
people were
back
like,
any
"What
of
the
the
fuck?"
legacy characters, and then I think they brought back the people that did the Netflix show or something like that.
Yeah, a lot of them came back to help
Yeah.
with the series. So
So, and season 2 looks like it's gonna be really good. We actually didn't talk about that trailer, but it does look good. Number 4, I actually have Miss Marvel. I feel like not a lot of people actually saw the show, but it's really good, and I don't wanna butcher her name. What is it? Um
I think it's Aman
Aman
Vellani.
Vellani is fantastic as Miss Marvel. Like, feels very much in the vein of like them casting Tom Holland as Spider Man, where you can tell like they are obsessed with this character. Like, they really love this character. I'm pretty sure she's actually writing a comic now for Marvel based off of Mrs. Marvel. Um, and it's good. I'm pretty sure Daredevil has a cat. No, I lied. Okay, one of Miss Marvel's like relatives has a cameo in Daredevil. I got that confused. There's like remember the episode where he goes to the bank?
Oh yeah, her dad. Her
Yeah.
dad's in it. That's also the highest rated on Rotten Tomatoes MCU project I think ever.
What, Miss Marvel?
Yeah.
It is really good, and I like the direct. It's the people who did Bad Boys 4.
Yep.
It's but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of nice camera movement in it as well, and nice. I mean, it's like a little generic villain. That's kind of the biggest complaint about it, but it's still really enjoyable. Sorry, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing that.
It's okay.
Number 3 actually had Wonder Man. I think it's, like Matt said, really well done. First time I felt invested in watching a Marvel product in honestly a really long time. Like, I think I finished they're only a half hour, so I think I finished the whole thing in like 3 days or something like that. But really good. I'm excited to see where those characters go in the future. Number 2, I have WandaVision. I know it's kind of tough to talk about these things because a lot of them, obviously, Matt, we have a pretty similar list. But WandaVision was another really unique way of telling a movie. I don't know if that would be the term to call it, but just how every episode was a different decade, I thought was really unique. And honestly, there's some really good moments in it, especially Paul Bettany, I believe is his name, right? Who plays
Yep.
Vision. He has some really good moments in the show. Um, it's crazy that came out and how popular it was, and like they haven't really done anything with Scarlet Witch since then, besides like Multiverse of Madness. But
She
I figured
dies
that
apparently. So
nah, there's no way she's dead. I feel like she's nah, mate, stop. She's gonna
she
come
probably
back
wanted
and
a break to do her own stuff like Eternity
yeah, she's in Eternity
and
and
His
she did
Three
that.
Daughters.
I didn't see that one, but I know you like that
Great
one a lot.
movie. Love that movie.
She's also in that like HBO show with Jesse Plemons.
Love and
But
Death.
yeah. Have you seen that or no?
I haven't seen it, but I think it got a couple like Golden Globe
What?
nominations and
Yeah.
stuff. So
And then my last show, it's pretty obvious. I have Loki. It's the best show Marvel's ever done. Like, it just feels like a different category of Marvel storytelling. Like, there's really nothing that comes close to Loki in terms of the writing, in my opinion, and of any Marvel product that they've done. I feel like I haven't seen Andor, but this is what I imagine like Andor is to like Loki is to the MCU what Andor is to the Star Wars movies.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
But
So
yeah, that's our honestly the shows aren't really that most of them are bad, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, most of them are misses
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
there's a couple bangers on there.
It was kind of like opening Pandora's box with the Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
You can't stop now. You have to keep
Yeah.
making shows.
Are there any
But
ones that like they haven't you know how they had a bunch like on just like on the shelf waiting?
I think like Nova is one of them. Strange Academy, I've heard.
But they didn't film
Um,
any of those, right? I don't think.
no.
Oh,
The ones that have
they filmed Vision
what?
Quest. That's like the next one.
Yeah, they filmed Vision. I know this was filmed like a while ago, but
Okay. I heard Vision
yeah.
Quest actually supposed to be it's some guy who did like the new Star Trek stuff that's apparently very good.
I mean, it seems interesting. We're getting Ultron back, so
Yeah, and isn't like their other son gonna be in it with Speed, right, or Wiccan? I forgot. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think Speed. Yeah, so some good lists there. They're pretty similar, I think.
Yeah, pretty similar taste.
But anyways, all right, let's talk about some other movie news. What do we got?
So you want to start?
Yeah, you can start it up.
So we got our first look at the Beatles biopic. Excuse me, set. I think it's supposed to come out in 2028, which is kind of crazy. They're filming so early,
Well, there's
but
4
it's
movies. That's why.
and they're all gonna be in each other's movies.
Yeah.
That's actually insane.
I the way I think they're going to do it is like 1 per week all in the month of April. There's a chance they drop all 4 on the same day, which would be insane, but I don't know if they're going to do that.
I feel like they
But
should
yeah,
space them out like a month apart or something. Like,
yeah, that makes more sense. I feel like they might end up doing that, maybe like a month apart each, yeah. Because then it's
yeah,
like you look forward to whatever. And then they do
but
like an Avenger style Beatles movie.
yeah, the Yellow Submarine. But this was Harris Dickinson as John Lennon, Paul Mescal as Paul McCartney, Barry Keoghan as Ringo Starr, and Joseph Quinn as George Harrison. And honestly, they all of them look pretty. I mean, listen, I'm not like a Beatles enthusiast, but they look like pretty accurate to how the singers looked, in my opinion.
I think they look fine. I mean, I don't get what people are complaining about. Like, what do you want, an exact replica of what
Yeah.
these people looked like? It's not
Joseph
possible.
Quinn looks a little. That's the only one that's like a little questionable, but
Yeah,
everybody
I
else looks great.
I agree. He looks the worst. Paul Mescal, I think, looks the best. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, bro, what do people want? Like, what do you want? An exact clone, or do you want them to use AI? Like, they look fine.
Yeah,
Who
it's
would you
fine.
rather have played these for?
Yeah.
The, what do you
I
think
think it
about?
looks better than Deliver Me From Nowhere.
Oh, the Springsteen.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look better than. That's just Jeremy Allen White. Now what is she complaining about?
She's just, I think her stomach hurts because she ate too fast, but she should be chill now. Like, she's fat already, so there's not much I can do for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know. That's insane that they're gonna do 4 in the same month. If that's true, I just feel like there's no like from a money making point
I've heard they're
wise,
doing all 4 on the same day.
there's no way. But
But
we'll see.
anyways, yeah. Another music
Um,
biopic. This was like one of the many Super Bowl trailers we got. So we got a second trailer for the Michael Jackson biopic, which shows off a bit more about where the story is going to go. It shows a little bit of like you get a better look at Coleman Domingo, who plays his father. And I think this trailer was worse than the first one. A lot of people disagree with me on that.
yeah, I like
I don't
this
know
one a
what
little better.
I like the first trailer a lot more. This kind of like was giving me vibes of just the classic music biopic compared to that first trailer, which felt a little bit different.
Yeah. I
But
don't know. I like the way they portrayed his relationship with his family in this.
that's true. It also showed him like when he was
Yeah.
younger, Jackson 5 kind of stuff. So
But yeah, I mean, it looks like Coleman Domingo looks really good. Honestly, it looks like he has like the prosthetic on his nose, looks like his dad.
yeah,
Um,
he's probably going to be coming for an Oscar.
yeah,
It's about time he
especially
wins
if this
something.
does well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I mean, I don't think there's any like projections for it yet, but I feel like it's going to be massive. Like
probably
I think
at
people are
least a billion,
underestimating.
800 million to a billion. I feel like is
I
what
think people are underestimating it. Like I think it's going to make over $1 billion easily.
because
But
he's like I understand Elvis was like a world famous singer, but he was mostly famous in the U.S. Like Michael Jackson is famous like all over the world.
yeah,
And
he's
it was
huge.
yeah.
He still continuously is like in the top however many like listened to artists every
Yeah,
year on Spotify and Apple Music and stuff, and he's been dead for how many years?
yeah,
So,
but
all
yeah.
right, we could skip this one because I thought you watched the Muppet
No, we
Show.
could talk about it. I mean,
All
like I
right,
said, like what are you gonna spoil for me? There's nothing that like I can't imagine is gonna happen that I'd be like, oh my god, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
that's true. So, yeah, we were excited about this one for a while, but the Muppet Show revival debuted, starring
Yeah,
Sabrina Carpenter, and I think it was good. I think it's a really good proof of concept for this series to come back. where you just take a celebrity, have them guest star, do like a musical number, a couple sketches, and it's just fun. There are some sketches in this that did not work for me. Like there's one where Rizzo sings "Blinding Lights" by The Weeknd,
Well,
and
I didn't see. I saw like people posting the clip. I didn't watch the clip.
it just felt a little bit out of place. That one, I think the one that they really nail it is "Islands in the Sea," where it's Sabrina Carpenter, Kermit duetting, and then Miss Piggy comes on at the end. That was like perfect. That's
Yeah.
what they should do. Stuff like that. Um, but yeah, there's also another sketch with Miss Piggy as like she's like an old timey kind of like ballroom scene. That was
Okay.
kind of fun. It does feel like it's just SNL with the Muppets. You know, they're doing little sketches. I do think that they should make it maybe a little bit more adult oriented because what kids are watching the Muppets? Like the fan base is adults at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
You know, there is like the one scene where Kermit, I think Kermit's like, oh, there's a few kinks in the show, and then Sabrina's like, oh, I don't mind, I like a nice kink or something like that.
Yeah. No,
That was
yeah.
like that was one of the adult jokes, but I think there could have been a little bit more
Yeah.
in there. Yeah, you're gonna like it. You're
Yeah. I'm
gonna like it.
excited. You know.
I really hope they continue this. We'll see.
I mean, it's doing well. It looks like. I mean, you sent me the link for the merch, and like everything was sold out already, and that was like the day it came out.
Yeah,
It's usually a good sign.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, looks good. I know this is kind of a side note, but also we actually should have mentioned this too in the news. But Disney has a new CEO.
Oh
Um,
yes,
Bob
yes,
Iger stepped down, and I don't know the guy's name, but I know he's like the head of the parks. I believe is his main thing. But apparently he's a big Muppet fan. So hopefully that means more Muppet related things in the future.
yeah. I
But
mean, it's all about money at the end of the day. So it's all about
yeah.
viewership. This was #1 in a bunch of countries. So for
Yeah,
Disney Plus.
I saw it was number one in the US, which is, very exciting. So a new Pirates of the Caribbean reboot is reportedly in the works, focused on Jack Sparrow's son. Christy William Cairns, the writer of 1917, is set to write the script. I don't really know how do you feel about Jack Sparrow having a son?
I
Um,
mean, I don't see him as a family man,
yeah,
but it would
that's like
make
I
sense
don't.
as like maybe an abandoned son that he just randomly had with someone
Okay.
over the
That's what I'm
years, you
kinda
know?
hoping it is. I feel like that's what they'll say is, like, when, where's that place that they always go to? That, like, random place where all the pirates go and drink and stuff.
I don't know the name of it,
But, I don't
but
know, maybe his son is from Tortuga? Is that it?
maybe,
I don't know.
maybe.
What anyway, but that I also it wasn't in that bit of thing you sent, but I also saw that Margot Robbie's apparently attached as well.
Yes, I did see that.
Um,
I don't know if she's gonna be like the mother, possibly, or
I feel
just
like if anything, she'll be maybe like a villain? I can't picture her being I don't know. I feel like they're gonna make his mom like a no name.
yeah. I mean, we'll see. We kind of did this already, but with Will Turner's son.
Yeah, Will Turner's son. Yeah, that's why I'm like I would rather Jack Sparrow come back and then maybe they do like Will Turner's like that kid's son maybe. That was the guy who
Yeah,
played Nightwing.
yeah. Brendan Thwaites.
Yeah.
I actually just started watching We Bury the Dead, which he's in.
Oh, he's in it?
Yeah, he's in it.
But anyway,
She really wants to go outside.
she's like she's never done this. She's like scratching at the door. Um anyway,
Maybe
but
because you're near the door, she's just like going towards it.
yeah, usually she just chills out with the sheets. Sorry guys about our technical difficulties with Nami.
That's all right.
Um but yeah, I mean we'll see. I don't know anything about this writer. I remember seeing stuff that like Ao Adabari and
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler were rumored to be involved. Austin Butler I definitely could see.
Yeah, I mean,
Ao I don't really I don't know.
this does make sense as like the next step in a Pirates movie because where else can you go? You can either because Johnny Depp's too old to do it. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
he'd come back, but I don't know. So like his lineage makes sense to follow either that or just do something completely different within this universe and
Yeah.
have like maybe some returning characters. But
they should make like something to do with Sparrow, the MacGuffin of the film. Like he's
yeah,
dead and like he left behind something, or
yeah,
you
or
know,
it's gonna be like what's it called? What's the Star Wars movie that came out? What the fuck's it called? The
what?
first episode 7.
Oh, New Hope. That's just the
No,
same thing. I
no, that's
don't know.
episode 4.
Um,
The one with Daisy Ridley, the first one.
isn't it? What the fuck is it called?
I don't know
It's not
why
the
I'm
Rise of
blanking.
Skywalker, right? No, that's
No.
9. Um, oh, The
Oh, the
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens.
Yeah,
It could be like a Force Awakens thing where it's like at the end of the movie, all of a sudden Jack Sparrow just like shows up
appears
holding some, and he has like a
rum
hook or some
or
shit.
hookers drinking rum.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
this
could
is
be
like,
something like that.
I know Disney's been trying to get a kind of male dominated film IP out because there hasn't really been much for them besides stuff like in house. Like they bought Marvel, they bought Star Wars, so I wouldn't really say those count in terms of
I
like
mean,
Disney
they kind
originals.
of ruined both of those, but
No, but that I'm saying like that's their primary demographic for men are the people that watch Star Wars and the people that watch Marvel.
yeah, you would think they would realize that though, but
Yeah,
they
but
market towards women for some reason.
I feel like
Um,
not so much maybe the Star Wars stuff
it's
maybe.
starting to flip around a little bit now because they alienated their main fan base, which is men, like men our age and older. But at least Star Wars. But that's why they had box office failures and things. But
Yeah,
Pirates, I feel like, is probably a more, like you mentioned, yeah, it's probably like a male dominated audience.
yeah,
So we'll see. I mean, Johnny Depp's gonna have Christmas Carol come out later this year. So I feel like based on that's kind of his big return. He's
yeah.
probably done a couple things here and there, but
He did like some weird movie in 2021 that I think got like panned pretty bad.
so we'll see if that movie's good or if people are generally okay with him coming back. I feel like Disney would definitely jump on that to bring
Yeah,
him
I don't.
back.
But I mean, they've hired Jared Leto, so I don't really think they're worried about what people are gonna think if they hire him.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but
But
we'll see what happens. I wish I had
yeah,
like
what are you trying to do there?
just. I don't understand her problem.
She just wants to go outside.
But like she's not like we've recorded so many times. She's never done this.
Yeah, I
But
don't know.
anyway,
Yeah, you could talk about
yeah,
this
I
next
kind
one
of.
too.
So we got our final trailer to Project Hail Mary, starring Ryan Gosling. It looks really good. Like I'm very excited for it. I do think the trailers give away a little too much. But like I wish that there's a scenario where they marketed this and they didn't reveal that there was an alien in it, and I feel like it still would have been able to market the movie pretty well. So I am kind of annoyed because they could just be like, oh, he's going to space and like has to, I don't know. I don't want to spoil everything, but
Yeah,
um, I don't know. I wish that they didn't reveal that so early.
I think this is a good trailer though. I think
Yeah,
it shows a lot more of the visuals and how great it looks.
yeah,
Because all of a sudden there was some buzz online about like, oh, this is gonna be an awards contender, and I feel like this trailer is kind of like, yeah, you know what, we are gonna be an awards
yeah,
contender. It felt a lot more like that instead of kind of sci-fi heavy,
yeah. The
you know?
story's really good, and there's like, you know, because I mean, this isn't a spoiler, but there's a like he's a teacher in the book, and like he ends up doing this, space. Well, I don't want to spoil too much, but you know,
Yeah,
it's just the dynamics of the story and everything like that. Um, I don't know, and this is the first book I think that I've like read before the movie was even like I finished the book before the trailer released or anything like that. Like this is the first
yeah,
time I've really experienced something like this, so it's kind of interesting because in your head you have ideas of what things look like, and then like how other people, like Rocky, the alien in the thing. Like I kind of had an idea of what he looked like in my head, but it doesn't look like what. I mean, for the most part, it kind of does. It's just like a,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah.
interesting. I don't really. I've never had that experience either. I tried to start Rendezvous with Rama before
Well, we might
Denis
get a while
Villeneuve
till
does
that
it.
comes out anyway. So
Yeah, so I could get back to that. I'm currently reading the Odyssey, but like trailers are out and stuff already, so I already
yeah,
know how it's gonna look visually. And it's kind of weird now because now when I'm reading the Odyssey, I'm low key like envisioning Matt
Matt
Damon
Damon.
and stuff, which
That's
I feel
funny.
like that might have ruined my experience a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the last Super Bowl trailer that we got was for Minions 3, which got its official title, Minions and Monsters. And I don't care, bro. I like the Minions. I don't give a fuck.
It's fine. You know, I don't really. We're obviously not the target demographic for this, so it's like.
Speak for yourself. I actually eat it up. I love Bob, Kevin, and Stewart, although they're getting replaced in this movie.
Yeah.
This has been having a rippling effect across Twitter of people discussing the Despicable Me lore.
Yeah,
And
people were pissed. Was not. I didn't think people were gonna be that annoyed about. Because what is like? It's like in one of the movies they established that they didn't do anything from a certain period of time or something.
well, okay, so if you think about Minions and their goal, they want to serve the most evil person possible at that current moment. So it begs the question, who did they serve during the 1940s? And that's something that Illumination and Universal probably don't want to answer. So originally they wrote that Minions emerged from an ice cave in like the 60s, and then they started serving evil people. So that's why
Wait, but
they
that
didn't
doesn't
serve.
in the
What?
'60s.
Yes.
Because weren't they helping out like? There's like clips of them with like Napoleon and
Yeah,
stuff.
but they went into hibernation like during
Oh,
that time period.
oh, okay, okay.
So it's saying if that's true, then how are they around during the 1920s and 30s, which is when this movie supposedly takes place? So it's either a retcon or they're a different group of minions. So
It
I
could
don't
be
know.
either. Yeah, I'm sure the 5-year-olds that go to see this movie are gonna be really upset. They broke the Minion lore. Like I don't know. This is one of those franchises where like I don't know. Is it really gonna matter that like they broke the law? Like no one gives a fuck. And honestly, I
I
think
do.
them marketing like what is it, Minions and Monsters? Like
Yeah.
little kids love that stuff. Like it's just perfect to
Yeah. Bro, I like the like
The
I
last
laugh
one
at
was I actually like the
the
second one. The second one was like pretty decent. I remember. That's a
yeah.
mini Gru, right?
Yeah, yeah. Do you
Yeah.
think that this is gonna have the same audience reaction of like people showing up in suits and stuff?
I forgot about that actually.
Because that could be a big box office contributor where you just
Yeah.
have it becomes like an event.
Probably,
S-
honestly.
Similar to Minecraft,
Yeah.
the chicken jockey shit. That
Chicken
was like a
jockey, yeah.
fever dream, bro. But
The guy brought the live chicken to the theater.
yeah. We also in this movie we're gonna get our first tall, two-eyed minion who's never appeared in a movie before. His name is Dick, apparently.
Great
Because
comparators.
usually the tall minions
Have
have
one
one
eye.
eye,
I did
but
not know
this one
that.
has two. So, but yeah, the plot of the movie is basically it's in the 20s Hollywood. The minions want to make a movie about monsters, them fighting monsters, so they have to recruit a bunch of real monsters to be in their movie. Kind of an interesting little premise there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll see if this is lore breaking for the Minions universe.
Curious if like who's in the cast.
There's one guy that just like
No, but there's other characters in
voices.
it.
Yeah, I don't know if they announced a lot of the voice cast yet.
No. It's just a regular minion guy. Because like there's like the little Cthulhu looking guy.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
probably gonna be somebody. I usually get pretty like notable people to do the voices, I feel.
yeah. He's obviously gonna be the villain.
Yeah. But yeah, big year for Illumination.
Yeah, definitely. Big year for Universal in general. They might have
Yeah.
$3 billion movies.
Odyssey, Mario, and this.
Yeah,
Do they have anything else coming out this year?
I was gonna say Michael, but isn't that's Lionsgate? I think,
No,
right?
I think it's Lionsgate.
They do have other stuff, but nothing this big. I mean, if they had a Jurassic movie this year too, then we'd be talking crazy. But
Let me see. I'm just
very possible
curious
they have
now.
$3 billion movies.
Super Mario Galaxy. Oh, they have Disclosure Day too.
Yeah, that's not going to touch $1
That's
billion,
not a
but
big billion, no.
it's gonna make a lot of money. I mean, they're gonna have a great year at the box office.
Yeah, they actually have a stacked year. Super Mario, You Meet Tuscany doesn't look good, but Disclosure Day, Minions 3, The Odyssey, Forgotten Land, One Night Only, The Fokker-in-Law, which I think actually would do decently well. Other
Yeah, because
Mommy, I don't know what
Ariana's in it.
that is. And then Violent Night too. But this I feel like might get delayed.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So speaking of Super Bowl trailers, notable that Marvel has put out nothing, and they have two big releases. I
yeah.
understand Avengers, but we're
Well,
talking about
it's
July for
Sony.
Spider-Man.
Sony does the marketing for it. That's why.
That's true. But either way, I mean, we're
Yeah,
talking about. Is it July?
yeah. So
That's what 4 months away from now, and nothing. You don't
yeah.
have anything, any promotional material. So
Like
a
think about
trailer for Spider-Man
Supergirl
would have
and
been nice.
Spider-Man. Like that's because they're both coming out July, right? But no, Supergirl's
Yeah,
June.
or they're around the same time. But
Yeah,
either way, I mean,
yeah,
Supergirl we had to look at like last year.
yeah.
You know, so I mean, we got to look at the suit at least for Spider-Man. But I mean, the
Only
trailer leaked
behind the
online
scenes
already.
stuff. Yeah.
You know, like just fucking post it. What is the
I'm
purpose?
trying to think
I
what
guess
else could they be waiting for. I like. Is there another Sony release coming? Or maybe honestly, it'll probably be released with Goat.
well, Goat comes out this weekend, so.
So yeah, there you go.
But all right.
But yeah.
Before we
They
move
also
on,
they had like a
what?
couple other trailers, but nothing insane. They had a Scream 7 trailer.
Yeah, it wasn't a
Honestly,
great trailer.
does not look good. I think that was it. Really. Oh, and the Cliff Booth movie.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
You forgot about that, yeah.
That trailer looked cool. I really
Yeah,
like what they did where they blurred out like anything that would have been rated R and not allowed the
yeah,
trailer to release during the Super Bowl. That was a lot of fun.
yeah.
It looks okay. I trust Fincher. He hasn't made a bad movie. Um, it does look like weirdly dark and strangely lit. Like I said, I trust Fincher. All of his movies look good, but
This
trailer
is the
didn't do it
one
much justice
Tarantino
there.
wrote it, right? But he's not directing it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or no?
No, but I know
So
yeah,
yeah, it's an idea he had for a continuation of that, but he didn't want to direct it, so Fincher is directing it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think about them not even like putting a title or anything after the trailer?
I think it's kind of stupid because like me and you knew immediately when the trailer came on, like that it was like the Cliff Booth thing. But like
Yeah,
if you asked everybody else in the room, they probably had no idea what that movie was.
yeah. I mean, I guess they could look up. It might make people look up like Brad Pitt Netflix movie or something
Yeah. When is he
because
supposed to come out?
I mean, I guess this year if we got
April,
the
maybe?
trailer. I
Yeah.
don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Before we move on to our last movie, maybe we could just talk about a little bit about what we've been watching recently that we can maybe mention.
Yeah.
So,
Um I've been watching a lot of shows lately. I've been watching The Crown, which I like a lot. And then also I've started rewatching Regular Show. I honestly really like Regular Show. I think it's very funny.
I love Regular Show. It's
Yeah.
great. It's in Fortnite now too.
I know. I had to buy the skin. But yeah, Regular Show's been dope.
Yeah. Let me see. You got to
Man,
start logging on Letterboxd so it's easier for you to
I
go through
know.
this. But since the last episode, I've watched Saturday Night Fever. Insanely hilarious movie until like it becomes depressing in like the last 15 minutes. But the dancing in that movie is just insane. Like John
Yeah.
Travolta. And that was like a classic that I wanted to eventually get to. I got to watch it. I watched It Was Just an Accident also, which is a 2025 one that I missed. It's getting some Oscar
Is
buzz.
that good?
Very good. I can't say I enjoy. I mean, I did enjoy it, but it gets very dark at points. But it's a very good movie. Called The Phoenician Scheme as well. I don't know if you
Oh,
ever
you
saw
did?
that one.
Yeah, I saw it.
I recently watched it.
It's funny.
I like Wes Anderson
Yeah.
stuff. So
There's that funny bit with Bryan Cranston playing basketball.
yeah, that
Yeah.
seems really funny. And then I watched we talked about Iron Lung, sorry. I watched Toxic Avenger. the one that
Oh,
came
how
out
was
last
that?
year.
Yeah.
It was okay. Have you seen the original Toxic Avenger or no?
No. Is it just a guy
I
that falls into like a pot of acid or something? And
the original is like a guy who gets bullied in high school and then he falls into a vat of chemicals and gets superpowers, and it's very like raunchy. The original, it's very
Mhm.
raunchy and it's just really goofy and stupid. And this one, it's like trying to be serious. Like the Toxic Avenger in this is Peter Dinklage. He like falls into the vat, but he has a kid and like he's also sick. So like you feel bad for him, and like there's like this, it's not actually his kid, it's like his step kid, but the stepmom died. So like he's the one taking care of him, and then there's a scene at the end where like the kid finally is like, oh, calls him dad and stuff, and it's like that's just not in the spirit of the
yeah,
original,
yeah, that's fair.
you don't need that stuff in there.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
and
also,
then
what else?
I watched The Life of Chuck last night too. I'm trying to
Oh,
go back to my 2025
I saw you
releases,
like my
so
review of it actually. It's
I
fine.
really liked it.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Just a lot of the existential stuff kind of hit me more than I expected it to. I was like contemplating life a little bit after
Yeah.
watching it. So it was good though. I mean, and the cast is crazy,
Yeah, the cast is really
insane.
good.
There's like Heather Langenkamp was in it for a scene.
Yeah.
I don't know if you even noticed her. She plays like a nurse, but she's you know, Nightmare on Elm Street. She's
Yeah.
the final girl. So there's hers in it. The girl who plays Took in Avatar is in it.
Yeah, there's a
Um,
bunch of random Mark Hamill's in it.
yeah, he has like kind of a prominent role. Matthew Lillard's in it. He has like one scene, but it's a great scene.
Yeah.
I love that scene with him. But yeah, I really like that movie.
Yeah.
And then yeah, quickly we can talk about two movies that
Yeah.
we got sent
Oh,
screeners.
I forgot to mention I watched Hamilton
Well,
too.
oh, what'd you think of
Yeah.
Hamilton?
I actually really liked it. I didn't know it was one of those uh plays where like the whole thing is singing. Like there's no actual dialogue. The whole like it's kind of like opera in the sense that like it's nonstop, but they're not speaking in like the opera voice. It's just like them having a conversation, but it's a song. So but I enjoyed it. I thought it was actually really good. It's like historically accurate and things like that.
Yeah, I want to see it like actually on
You
Broadway.
would like it. You like because
My
you
girlfriend loves it, and she's played the soundtrack around me more times than I'd like to say. So I do kind
yeah.
of know some of the songs.
And the cast
But
is like because the one they recorded is like the original cast, so there's actually like some pretty notable people in it, like
yeah, like
Anthony
Lin-Manuel Miranda's in it, Anthony
Anthony
Ramos.
Ramos, excuse me, Devon Diggs, I think his name is.
No, I think I know who you're talking about now.
Not him.
There's a guy, David Diggs.
David Diggs, I think. Then
I don't think, is he in it? Leslie Odom Jr. is in it.
yes, he plays Aaron Burr. He's really good as well.
The guy who plays the king is famous as well.
Oh my god, I literally have the song downloaded. Hold on, because
You've
no,
been
I
bumping
like
it?
it. He plays he was in the new Matrix, I think. Actually, this guy.
Yeah, he's pretty famous.
Oh, Jonathan Groff.
Yeah, Jonathan
Yeah.
Groff. So a
But yeah.
lot of them had successful careers in Hollywood after.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but anyways, yeah, maybe we could briefly talk about, we were able to watch two movies ahead of their release this Friday.
Mhm.
So the first one is The Mortuary Assistant. This is a movie that really surprised me, honestly. It's based on a video game, which I didn't know going in, but there've been a lot of video game adaptations recently, and they're really hit or miss, but based on what I've looked into about the game, this pretty much nails everything from that game in terms of like the gameplay and how the mortuary looks, things like that. And there was points where I was pretty disgusted by the effects. Like it looked really realistic to me.
Yeah, there's a lot of like good practical effects in it as well.
Yeah, being someone who worked in medicine, like
Yeah.
did that stuff look real to you or no?
Yeah, like it was, that stuff doesn't really gross me out, but like I like that it felt real. A lot of those scenes,
Yeah, and there's also weirdly really great camera work.
camera work, yeah, for
Like
no
I'm
reason
watching,
whatsoever.
yeah, I'm watching a movie. I'm watching a mortuary assistant movie. Why is there a split diopter shot? Like there's no need for that, but
Yeah.
it hits so hard. There's another shot where it's like the eye through through the wall and the camera goes into the wall.
Yeah.
Really great shot. Or maybe the opposite. Maybe it pulls out. I forget. But um,
Yeah, that
yeah,
honestly, that was the biggest surprise for me. I did not expect the camera work to be that good.
yeah. It's not a perfect movie though. It does have
No,
issues.
no.
I know you. What did you think of the? Oh wait, the creature as well. The creature,
The one at the end?
just in general, it's the same creature
Oh,
throughout.
yeah, okay. No, I like the design a lot. I just like, um, I don't know. Like, I feel like I it's just supposed to be what, like a generic demon kinda.
Yeah, if you look up what it looks like in the game, it's pretty much exact
I
to
keep
that.
forgetting, yeah, that it's based there's, like, a reason why things look the way they do because it's based off a
Yeah.
game, but,
One thing
um
that I think they messed up big time is why did you show us the creature in the light at the end?
yeah, it's weird, and it's like it's white, so it's like you don't need to have it in a super bright shot, you know what I mean? Like, it's kinda
Yeah,
sticks out. It
because
almost looks, like, out of place in that shot.
it looked really creepy throughout
Yeah,
when it's like sticking its head out and crawling weird and everything. But
yeah,
then the last shot, you show it in the middle of the daylight. You can clearly tell it's a costume. Like it doesn't look real at all. That was
yeah.
just such an odd choice. I get why they were doing that for like the story purpose, but very odd
They
choice.
could've just done it, like, in the woods, but, like, there's a lot of shit covering it, but the thing's white, so, like, you'll be able to see, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But anyways,
I kinda wanna look up the picture of
the
the
game,
creature, yeah. What is it
yeah,
called? A mortuary assistant?
the mortuary assistant. So yeah, mortuary assistant. Go check it out in theaters this Friday, February 13th.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking up the thing. Oh, yeah, it does look really accurate to it, honestly.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, the game looks kind of low budget too,
Yeah.
but
Honestly, yeah, it does look pretty accurate to even the that,
the
I
whole like
didn't
room,
yeah,
everything, yeah,
everything's pretty on point. But,
yeah. But
yeah.
and then we quickly talk about cold storage. I don't know. I don't know if you have anything good to say about it, but I get
Um, it's, directed by the guy who wrote Jurassic Park, which is kinda cool.
yeah,
But, yeah, I don't wanna, like, speak negatively too
yeah.
much,
I
but
mean,
I wasn't,
there's
yeah. You saw it? Wait, did you end up seeing it?
yeah. So
What did you think?
I so
Like,
cold storage. It does have its issues, but it has a really fun cast. You know, you have Liam Neeson, you have Joe Keery, Georgina Campbell, who you might recognize from Barbarian. And even the beginning sequence, you have Sosie Bacon, who you might
yeah,
recognize from Smile. I'm a big fan of hers. So, you know, it was a fun movie. Maybe not for me personally, but I think there are some good things you can get out of it in just watching that cast interact with each other.
yeah,
I do like certain things about The Infected. I think there are some cool sequences in the movie. I really like in particular that roach sequence where it explains like how the cat ended up getting that
yeah,
sickness to begin with, and it's following the roach. Um, but yeah, I think it's worth a watch. I don't regret watching it. I think overall I had a
yeah,
good time with it. So yeah, that also releases this Friday in theaters, February 13th. So go check that out.
yeah,
But
fun cast.
yeah. All right. So yeah, I guess Joe, we could talk about the last movie of the day. Um,
Let me pull it up.
You recommended it, so you could go ahead.
So you've seen this before, correct?
Yes, this is my second viewing.
So I picked Ip Man for our movie this week. It says the celebrated kung fu master of Bruce Lee. The semi-biographical account of Yip Man, the first martial arts master to teach the Chinese martial arts of Wing. I'm sorry, I'm butchering it. Wing Kun. The film focuses on events surrounding Ip Man that take place in the city of Foshan between 1930s and 1940s during the Second Sino-Japanese War. Directed by Wilson Yip, the film stars Donnie Yen in the lead role and features fight choreography by Sammo Hung. Why is that? That's so weird that that's like included the director's name and stuff in the whatever. But um, yeah, those movies a lot of fun. I kind of got exactly what I was expecting with the you described it as Shaolin soccer, but kung fu, which is essentially this. I'll give it more
It's
credit. Like, there's more to the story. It's like not just people just charging at each other for 50 minutes.
yeah, it's not
Um,
as goofy as Shaolin Soccer,
yeah,
but there's some of the similar elements for sure.
but I did really enjoy this, honestly. Like, the fights were fantastic. I kind of like how Ip Man is just like this celebrity essentially in this town that
Yeah.
like he just goes to. Everyone's like, oh my god, have free
Yeah,
lunch.
I
Here's a
love that too. And he's just
yeah,
like completely virtuous. Like he has
yeah.
no flaws at all.
He's
I
just like the
like well, I
perfect
mean he
man.
does
Yeah,
kind of have the flaw of like not talking to his son or
yeah.
not spending enough time with
Neglects
his
his
son,
son
but
a little bit. Yeah,
yeah, but that doesn't matter. He's a beast. He's it,
yeah.
man.
I can't
You know.
connect to your Wi-Fi network.
Sorry, I don't
You
know.
can find setup instructions in the help
I didn't
section of
say
your Alexa
anything,
app.
but okay. My house is
Your
between
house is
mommy and
haunted right
Alexa. I don't
now.
know what is going on today.
But you know, Ip is just perfectly like he's just a complete perfect specimen,
Yeah.
you know. Um, but yeah, there's great fight choreography, and I really love how Ip Man, his fighting style is like very laid back. At least not maybe not in the prison scenes, but later on,
Feels like
where
defensive almost.
yeah, you have these people like charging at him and going insane. He's just like very laid back. He's minimal movement. He's blocking everything, and he's still destroying his opponents.
Yeah.
So I like you can really tell the difference between how he fights versus how his enemies fight, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I also think the sound design really good.
Yeah. Sound design is great.
It's so satisfying, like the
Yeah.
punching sound effects, especially when you have, bro. There's one scene in this movie that's like Ip Man escaping from a jail or something, and it's like him versus 30 other people, and it's just
Oh,
absolute madness.
when he goes to when they bring him in for that like tournament and they kill the guy who was working with, he's like, I want to fight 10 people. And he just proceeds to like kick the shit out of her. Is that the scene you're talking about?
When he's in the jail, it's like a throwback. It's like a flashback scene.
What do I not like what towards the end?
It's kind of towards the end. It's like he's in jail and they bring in all there's like that evil guy who comes and they bring in all these people to fight him.
It's in like
And he
black and whitish. Not black and
kind
white,
of,
but
yeah, kind of, yeah.
I don't know why. I didn't know he was in jail. I thought it was like he went there because the guy from work. You know how they're at the coal mine and
Yeah.
then like the dude's like, oh, I want to fight. And he goes and then he dies.
I'm pretty sure he was in jail,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna look that up.
Because he was like, let me in. Like, I don't know why I don't. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, yeah, when I look up Ip Man jail scene, it comes up Ip
Okay.
Man versus 10 black belt scene. So
But yeah, that scene was insane.
yeah, maybe he wasn't in jail, but anyways, yeah, there's one scene in the movie where it's Ip Man versus like 20 people, and it's just there's one guy that he punches maybe 50 times, just
Yeah.
while he's already on the floor. Just the fight choreography is so good, and
Yeah.
if you like this, Ip Man 2, it gets even crazier.
Really?
I've never seen Ip Man 3. That one has Mike Tyson, and there is a fourth one, but
Wait, but isn't he dead at the end of this?
no, he survives. Remember, he gets shot, but he gets taken away with like the
Oh,
wife.
you're right. You're right.
So I don't really know much about like the political backstory
Yeah. So
here.
this is like during, um, like pre-World War II. Like this is like right before but these events like directly lead into World War II. But essentially, Japan starts like invading all these countries, and they occupy China, parts of China, and like I think we actually talked about a movie about the one with Christian Bale. Remember?
With Christian Bale.
He's like a priest, and like this, I forgot what it's called, but like he's a priest, and then like these people come, and like he has to like the Japanese people invaded, and like he has to protect the people like in the church.
We
The,
talked about that
the
movie?
Flowers of War.
I don't remember talking about
No,
that.
maybe we didn't, but I swear we did. But essentially, Japan's occupying China, and like obviously they're like oppressing their people. You see, they just like kill them in the street and stuff like that. Um, That's kind of funny how he just like doesn't do like I don't know.
Yeah,
He doesn't like
there's so
fight
many.
back.
There's so many great scenes in that
Yeah.
movie where it's just like they're so clearly putting themselves on such a high pedestal. Like that scene where It Man has the gun pulled on him, and he just does that move and like flicks the thing out, and like the
Yeah.
bullets go everywhere, and he's like, "Yeah, we're a very civilized people, us who do kung fu. Like we don't need these guns." And he like hands it back to the guy. I just there's something charming about it,
Yeah.
like just how perfectly he's represented, you know. Um,
It's almost
but
like
yeah,
like a Superman vibe in the sense of it just like a friendly neighborhood kind of like saves a
yeah,
cat out of a tree type of thing.
yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what it's like. He's like a
Yeah.
local superhero.
Yeah.
Um, I wasn't too interested in the story, honestly. I felt myself kind of just waiting for the fight
Yeah,
sequences.
it was a little confusing at times because at first it's that random group shows up and they're like, "Oh, we want to teach this new version of kung fu," and like, "Oh, you have to fight Ip Man," and like he gets the shit kicked out of him with like the duster.
Yeah.
Um, then he goes away. Then there's like the Japanese guard, but then they come back. Remember, there's a point they come back.
Yeah, it does get a little confusing
Yeah,
cuz then there's like that secondary villain that gets introduced. But that's during his flashback scenes of when he was in jail though, I think. Why am
what
I thinking of a jail? I mean, was there never a jail in this movie and I'm just imagining that?
maybe. Well, there was definitely like gated areas.
I thought he was in jail. I don't know.
I
Maybe I
thought
didn't pay
where they were
attention enough.
taking him, like that's just where he slept before the fights and stuff.
Maybe. Maybe. It could be that. But
It
regardless,
does look like a jail, yeah.
yeah. I thought like there also is a lot of. I mean, I can't tell fully if it's trying to be taken 100% seriously or not. I think there are points where it's definitely not. Like that sequence is really funny where he's fighting the guy and the wife's like, "Fine, you could fight him, just like don't break anything." And they just like start destroying shit
Yeah,
all
he's
over
like,
the
"I'll pay
house.
for it," yeah.
Yeah, he's like, "I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it." That's really funny.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I do think that they could have made Ip maybe like a little bit weaker
Yeah.
because you just know he's gonna beat the shit out of everyone. Like no one's gonna stand a chance to him.
It's not even like, does he even get hit at any point? Like, I'm low-key don't think he takes one hit the entire fight. I mean, entire movie.
I mean, he gets shot, bro. Besides that,
No, but I mean, like, hand-to-hand combat and shit.
no, no.
Yeah.
What does the guy say after he shoots him? I forget. There's something funny though.
I don't remember.
He's like,
So
yeah, it's the only way I could take him out, or like we can't lose, or like something like that. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. I
yeah.
mean, but I love that movie. I really love it, man.
Yeah,
He's just such a likable character.
yeah. I had no idea that he was, like, just, I mean, I knew it was, like, kung fu, but I didn't know, like, the kind of, I don't know, lore behind it that he's, like, this fucking charitable, nice dude.
Yeah, and Donnie Yen is great too. He does a great job playing him.
Yeah.
He's also in John Wick 4. He plays the blind guy.
He's getting his own movie, too, I know, like the John Wick
Yeah, he's getting his
stuff.
own spin-off, which we'll see, because I think
guess
Ballerina bombed, so I don't know if they're gonna.
it'll just be
keep
Ip
doing
Man in the John Wick world, I guess.
They should make another Ip Man. You should watch 2 at least. I gotta still watch 3 and 4, but
Yeah, I'm looking at Mike Tyson's in 3. That's actually crazy. I know you mentioned that to me. Ip Man, the finale. When I looked on Amazon, there's like an Ip Man, like, I don't know if it was a prequel show or something.
maybe. I never heard of a prequel show.
Let me look it up.
Look
But
that
yeah,
up.
you had a
Look that
favorite
up.
scene?
It's got to be that fight sequence, him versus like 20 people.
Yeah. The end fight sequence I liked a lot too. I also thought it was really cool that you could tell they built the sets, like that, like kind of random Chinese town that they're in. Like those are all like built out sets, which are really cool.
Yeah, yeah, that is cool. I definitely appreciated that about it. Yeah, what's this Ip Man prequel you speak of?
Yeah, it's called Ip Man. It's on Amazon. It was one season. Based off the character made famous by Donnie Yen, the Wing Chun Grandmaster Ip Man spends his life in pursuit of the authentic martial arts realm, but it takes place in the 1920s. It's from 2013. It's not Donnie Yen though, so I'm not really interested, honestly.
Yeah, if it's not Donnie, who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what about you?
Just,
Do you have a favorite scene?
I mean, I liked obviously that scene where he fights with 10 people, but the ending fight scene was really nice as well. Also that first sequence where they fight the guy, like that random dude that pulls up. He's just like, "Oh, I want to teach my kung fu," and you don't really see him fight before that, so that's like your first experience. And he just kind of wipes the floor with him. So I was like, "Oh, okay, this movie."
Yeah, yeah. No, that's like a great introduction to his fighting style and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, but
Is 2 better? You
well,
said, or you think it's like on
I
par?
think two's worse,
Hmm.
but there's like more insane fighting in it.
Fights. Okay.
You know, um,
They're free on Amazon, so I might have to, take advantage.
yeah. Sorry, I'm like I'm low-key panicking a little bit because I just realized I have to recommend something and I have like nothing right now.
Trying to think, you have any like good Valentine's Day movies?
I'm thinking, but let's rate It Man first. I'll think of
Yeah.
something.
So I'll go I give it a 4 out of 5, so an 8 out of 10. This is exactly what I had in mind for like a kung fu movie that I wanted to see. It hits all the right notes in terms of the fight choreography and the setting and the aesthetic. Um, and honestly, it was a nice little added treat that Ip Man's so like likable as a character in general. So yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, this is my second watch of Ip Man, and I continue to love it. I also gave it a 4 stars, 8 out of 10. Just Donnie Yen as Master Ip is just such an iconic role, and how he's completely beloved and just like basically a perfect character aside from some character flaws. He's just so likable. He's so fun to watch. It's so satisfying seeing him beat the fuck out of everyone. And yeah, I don't really care if there's flaws in the story because it's worth it to see Donnie Yen just kick the shit out of everyone.
Yeah,
So yeah, that was a great recommendation. I kind of have a weird one I might recommend right now.
yeah,
Yeah, and this isn't Infamous, this movie. Hold on a second. So, okay, so in 2026, we're gonna have what would it be? The second movie in the DCU, the Supergirl,
yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So I'm gonna recommend a movie that is infamous and is notoriously horrible, because I think it's time we should talk about something that's awful. I want us to watch Supergirl from 1984,
I've actually
which is
never
set.
seen that. Yeah,
It's set in the Christopher Reeve universe. So
I've heard it's bad.
I've heard it's awful.
Yeah,
So this will be fun to talk about. It'll be fun to pick apart. And yeah, it's just one that I've never seen. I've always heard bad things about.
yeah,
So let's talk about a bad movie for once. You
yeah.
know, um,
Then we
you
got.
gotta recommend some bad ones.
I've been there. Trust me. I recommended the fucking Sopranos movie 2 weeks ago or a month ago.
All right, I'm
And then
pulling up
we'll
the
have.
release schedule. Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna probably have Goat and Wuthering Heights.
Crime 101, maybe. All right, so yeah, this weekend we have Wuthering Heights, Crime 101, Goat, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Ooh,
Those are all coming out this weekend. The
actually,
following weekend is
no.
Psycho
What do you?
Killer and How to Make a Killing.
Oh yeah, Psycho Killer is the one like the devil worshipping stuff. Kind of.
Yeah, which
Okay.
honestly looked kind of
Yeah, it looked kind
interesting.
of interesting.
But I would say out of all those, maybe definitely
Wuthering
Wuthering
Heights.
Heights.
Honestly, Good Luck, Don't Die. Have fun.
Yeah,
I love Gore Verbinski.
yeah, I definitely gonna see that. So we'll watch them and we'll figure out which ones we want to discuss.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think it's highly. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it's like yeah, it's 93% on Rotten Tomatoes right now. 3.4 on
yeah,
Letterboxd.
no,
So it's probably gonna be good.
yeah, dude. I low key, I was scrolling my letterbox. I accidentally came across a list that I made. 2026 most anticipated. I must have made this a while ago.
What'd you
I
have?
had 10th. I'll go from 10 to 1. It was Super Mario, The Mummy, Shrek 5, which isn't even coming out anymore.
Delayed.
Scary Movie 6, Spider-Man, Send Help, Avengers, Digger, Werewolf, and Odyssey. It's funny.
I mean,
I
not
wonder
the
when I
worst.
made that.
Yeah.
No, it's not the worst, but that's funny with Shrek and the Mummy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did we forget anything? I don't think so.
No.
So, all right. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Really appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Oh wait, bro, we have to announce the 5K winner giveaway.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we're for our 5K follower mark. We're giving away 4Ks?
Yep.
3 4Ks. It's Sinners. F1 is the other one, right? Or no?
No, it's Sinners, One Battle After Another, and
Begonia. Okay.
All right, so we chose this at random. All right, so thank you everyone for entering our giveaway. Thank you so much for 5,000 Instagram followers. It's a huge milestone for us. And yeah, keep up with the support. We really appreciate you guys. So the winner of our giveaway, and just so you know, you did get an extra entry if you followed us on TikTok. So keep that in mind for future giveaways. Congrats to @cinema_coconut on Instagram. You've won our giveaway. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Shoot us a DM. We'll shoot you a DM, actually. Send us your info, and we'll ship over those 4Ks to you shortly. So, yeah. Congratulations, and stay tuned for more giveaways in the future. All right. Anyways, so whoever's still here, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And also, another big milestone we reached. We got our first ever video that got 100,000 views on TikTok.
That is
a video
about
crazy. Jesus. Sorry, there's something happening on my block. It was a random video about Primate. Got 100,000 TikTok views. So show us some love on TikTok. I think we're close to 2,000 followers on there. But yeah, let me wrap this thing up. I can't ramble any longer.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Well,
See you guys in 2 weeks.
Peace.